going on, everybody? This is Joe.
And Amy.
And we are back with some more MTG Arena. We have been doing a lot of limited formats, obviously, because that's kind of what we do around here. But there are, on occasion, these like special releases on Arena that are also limited, where we don't have to have made our own deck. It's not standard. It's not constructed in any way. And we like to at least try those out. We've done that with Momir in the past. We've done it with Cube and things like that. So Jumpstart came out. I've heard a lot of people online talking about how they have enjoyed it. It is also out in paper. It's not really something I had much of a desire for in paper, especially with all the recent releases these days. Like, there are just certain things that aren't going to be for us in paper. And while we do open a lot of product, I prefer a lot of the more traditional releases than some of these extraneous ones. When it comes to like Conspiracy or Battle Bond, we really enjoyed those.
Yes.
And so that kind of thing I'll buy all day long, and master sets, etc. This one didn't speak to me as much personally. I know that in paper these cards are going for quite a lot of money. The boxes and stuff are raising in price, and I've also heard of people complaining about the financial aspects of it here on Arena as well, but that's more for constructed. And so for that reason, I don't care as much about that. We are just here to try out this format in general, this like special release, see what we think of it, and kind of go from there. Okay. Now, Amy, we just watched the intro trailer for this.
Yeah.
Do you have initial thoughts before we jump into it about how that trailer made you feel about this?
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like once we start, I'll feel more about it.
Okay. All right. Then let's get into it, because gotta...
I mean, this guy is awesome. I love him.
Well, you do love goblins.
I do. And look how badass he is. Like, I love the fur and like the texture of the fur and the like the metal of the armor, like the nicks in it.
And the like rust and stuff.
On this.
Yeah. All right. Well, you do like goblins, and goblins I know is one of the choices.
I love goblins. Yes.
So, all right. So let's choose our packets. You ready?
Okay.
Okay. Choose one of these themed packets twice. You choose one packet from among 3. Each packet is 20 cards, including lands. Okay, so do you want Well-Read, which is islands in the lands, Spellcasting, which is red, or Wizards, which is blue? So blue, or red?
I mean, I'm all about the gruel.
This is all you. I'm totally okay with that.
Yeah.
Now realize spellcasting is going to likely mean your red-blue anyway, which kind of takes away your options here. Is this like random? I guess it's random, like which ones it gives you as an option to start.
It might be, yeah.
That's really shitty then. But anyway, that's fine. Let's pick spellcasting because it's red. I'm totally, like I said, I'm with you on that, 100%. Okay. So there's walls, angels, or vampires. So if you want to go gruel, it's walls. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Spellcasting walls. Okay. So basically what that says to me, at least initially, is we hide behind our walls as blockers on the ground while we fling, burn spells from afar to kill our opponents.
Okay.
That's my thought. We'll see if that's what it actually is.
Yeah.
Okay. Spellcasting walls.
Gruel deck.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. So basically with this event, other people have said this as well, you only get prizes up to 2 wins, and then after that it encourages you to resign and then re-buy into the event again, and you do have to buy into it again. So we'll see after we're done whether we could play with this deck past the second win, just if we want to. We just don't get any more rewards for it.
Well, I said gruel deck. It's gruel colors, but it's really not a gruel style deck at all.
Correct. Gruel style decks are about smashing face, and walls cannot attack inherently. So,
and spells are, from a distance.
Correct.
So.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see what we think of the event.
Sanctum.
D. Phelps. Okay.
Or DP helps.
Ah, there you go. Whoa, we got a mythic.
Ooh.
In Towering Titan. But we have a 2-mana creature with prowess.
That dude looks badass.
A 3-mana card that destroys a creature with flying or an enchantment. A 3-mana card and a 6-mana card, but we do have 3 lands. Okay. So like this, it will take a while to get there, but we can play these 3.
Okay.
So we can keep that. They mulliganed. Ooh, okay. Oh, they didn't mulligan? Oh, you get a free mulligan. Sorry. You get a free mulligan in this one. They have a wall of runes.
So they're playing walls
Look
as
at
well?
their island art. Yeah, maybe.
Walls and well-read. Get it? Because he's reading the runes.
Nice. Very nice, actually. I like that. Another wall of runes. Scrying 1 again. Okay, Goblin Wizard can go there. Blind Blast deals 1 damage to target creature. It can't block this turn, draw a card. We're just going to play this Gargoyle Sentinel. It's a 3/3. And we can tap 3 if we don't draw another land next turn. We can pay 3 and give it flying and make it lose defender. So it can attack as a 3/3 flyer. We drew a Portcullis Vine. Tap 2, tap it, sack a creature with defender, draw a card.
Oh.
So, interesting. Oh, we could also just destroy a creature with flying. Which is this over here. Do we want to do that?
Yep.
Okay.
Bolt the bird.
Always bolt the bird. Unfortunately, we can't attack, even though this had 3 power. It would need 1 more. We would need to cast 2 spells. But we need a 4th land kind of badly. That's not a 4th land. In fact, it's a 4-mana card. It's a 3/2 for 4. When it dies, return an instant or a sorcery from our graveyard to our hand. Okay. We can either play... Yeah, I guess we just play this. Portcullis Vine. Then we can use it to sack itself to draw a card on our opponent's turn. Well, we do have other defenders, but not... I assume, because we have walls, but not currently.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, that's probably really good for this deck. And then I realized none of our cards have Defender.
Well, the Gargoyle Sentinel does. Oh, they're going to bounce the Sentinel. Okay.
Ghost Light.
Yes.
Card.
Ooh, Warmonger's Chariot. Equipped creature gets +2/+2. As long as equipped creature has Defender, it can attack as though it didn't have Defender. Alright, so... And the equip cost on it is 3, which is a lot. Jesus. Being low on land is unfortunate. No attacks. No.
Spirit that flies the Ghost Light.
Correct, it's an actual flying spirit. Oh good, a rare. It's a 4/4 flyer for 5, and then for 3, attacking creatures with flying of theirs get +1/+1 until end of turn. Whenever 3 or more creatures they control with flying attack, each player gains control of a non-land permanent of their choice, controlled by the player to their right. We still didn't draw a land. We drew another 4-mana card. This is frustrating.
Yeah.
I guess we played this.
I love the art on that Gale Force.
This thing? Yeah, it's very cool.
Gorgeous.
No attacks. So where's the card that lets us get back the instant or sorcery? This one?
That one,
Oh, but it's only when it dies.
Yeah.
Damn it. And all their attackers are in the air. Draw 3, discard 1. Okay, so we're going to put this on the Gargoyle Sentinel. Does that make sense? It won't have flying. Ha! They're not attacking. They made a mistake. Alright. I mean, they can afford to make mistakes. We're so low. 3 damage to target creature, 2 damage to target player or planeswalker. So we can kill the roaming Ghost Light.
Okay. Look at the art on that one.
It's cool.
Friggin' legit.
That's really cool. Can I say... Oh, and 2 damage. Can I say, from a distance, like, I haven't seen it in paper yet, but I've seen the pictures and stuff online. I do not like this set symbol. It looks very dumb to me.
Agreed. Yeah, I think it's just a little cluster.
Well, because it's supposed to be like two packets of cards being shuffled together. So it's like 2 cards diagonal to each other.
Yeah, I can
like
tell
that.
if I really look. I can tell that that's what it is.
I hate it. I do not enjoy
Yeah,
it. Yeah. Alright, well, we're going to lose a lot. We finally mercifully drew our 4th land on the turn that we will die. Do we have anything that we can do to stop this? No. Because we don't have anything that can block flying or stop flying. Oh, technically, we can do this. Because we can do that on our turn. I guess the issue is... Or on... sorry, we can do that on their turn. I guess the issue is we then missed the opportunity to put this on it first so that it would actually trade. Now we're just chump blocking and waiting another turn. That's fine. Yeah, they're monocolored as well, which is a little bit easier for them, but regardless, we didn't draw land, so... Alright. Yep. So we clearly do this so that it can get flying and we can block, but we're chump blocking, so... Capture sphere. Okay, so they just went outright. Never mind then. They wouldn't even let us limp on for one more turn. Alright. Let's try again. We had 3 land. I didn't assume we would only have those 3 land for the rest of the game. Let's try again. Oh, wow,
I don't want this deck. I really don't.
Yeah. Jabberwocky 42. That's a cool name.
Yeah.
Hey, look, 3 land. This is arguably a really good keep. So this is our box art, our deck box art. It's Double Vision Enchantment. Whenever you cast your first instant or sorcery spell each turn, copy that spell, and you may choose new targets for the copy.
Hell yeah.
So this is a very keepable hand, because we have the 2-drop again. We have the Chariot, which is 2. We have the Wall of Vines, which is 1 and has reach.
Nice.
And it's an 0/3. So yeah, we will keep
I like
this.
it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see what we can do. 2 more land, and we have this. Or anything else, really, as well. Yeah, land. Okay, so they chose white, so... it adds blue and white. That land, which is very cool. It's a new version of dual lands. Let's play the Wall of Vines. They have a 1/3 Staunch Shieldmate. We have a 2/1? Or do we play the Chariot? We'll play this for now. Hungry Flames is the thing that deals 3 to a creature, so we could kill this. I don't currently see a need to, but okay. I guess we'll find out. Okay. Grave Bramble is a 3/4 defender with protection from zombies. Okay. Well, I guess Prowess would give +1/+1, so I guess we play this and then attack with our Lightning Visionary. They do have 3 mana open, which is unfortunate, but... And it's in colors where they would have responses. But if our 3/2 dies, I'm not super scared about it. Let's try it. Maybe? Yeah, they've probably got something. Excuse me. Okay. So our creature gets -4, -0. So, okay. Then you didn't need to block. Our creature had 0 power. There was no purpose in blocking. I'm confused. Anyway, hey look, we have a Grove, and so we choose red as the secondary color. So it's the same thing as this. It just taps for green and red now. 3 mana, deals 3 damage. Sure. And 2 to them. Alright, let's try this again. Lightning Visionary attack. Yeah, they took it that time. Perfect. Alright, so next turn we have Double Vision.
Okay.
Because we have our 5th land. And then we didn't draw a spell, but that's fine. It's the thing that gets us back our spells when it dies. So we'll play this and attack with the Lightning Visionary. They could have a counterspell. They don't. Okay, good. They have a Capture Sphere. Okay. We're just going to get got by that a lot today, I think. It seems. Okay. We drew a land, so we have 6 total, which means we could play the Grave Bramble and equip the Warmonger's Chariot. I guess. I should have put it on here. I'm an idiot. That's fine. We can do it later. Right now, we do have a 2/5 on blocks, and then now that we have the Grave Bramble, it can do other things for us in the future. Okay. So yeah, if we draw a land, we can re-equip and play the Living Lightning. So that would be nice. And if we draw a spell, we've got double vision. We've got a lot of options here, which is nice. Roaming Ghostlight to bounce our Wall of Vines? No, our Grave Bramble. Okay. Because it then can't be re-equipped and immediately attacked, which makes perfect sense. Gargoyle Sentinel. Is that good enough? Yeah, we can do the Gargoyle Sentinel and the Grave Bramble and have Wall of Vines back on blocks. Because it blocks the Roaming Ghostlight very... Oh, it doesn't... Yeah, it has reach. I was like, it doesn't have flying, but it has reach. So, yeah, pretty good. Because blue-white are the flying colors, so... Oh, they passed their whole turn. Hey, we drew our Mythic again. So, this is a 0/0 for 6, which enters with X +1/+1 counters on it, where X is the total toughness of other creatures we control. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's going to be a 13/13.
Jesus Christ, for 6.
Mm-hmm.
That's
or we
nuts.
Or we could play this first and then have 2 extra, but I think that's a little greedy. Let's just play this 13/13, shall we? And then we can sack a creature with Defender to have all of our creatures gain Trample until it's turn. I hope they don't have a counterspell. Oh. They sure don't. I don't really have attacks here, so no attacks. Perfect. Okay. Alright. They... I mean, maybe they're just taking a while to read. It gets destroyed. Well, that makes sense, I guess. It was actually the only target, so it's not even like they could have used it earlier, because it was destroy target creature with power 4 or greater.
Oh.
So, alright, let's play the Living Lightning. Okay, and then we can move this over to the Grave Bramble and start attacking. And start attack. Yeah, okay. Nebelgast Herald. Whenever it or another spirit enters, tap target creature and opponent controls. Okay.
Spirit with flying.
And then another spirit with flying that gives other spirits they control +1/+0, and it was another spirit, so it tapped another one of our creatures. So we get to take 7 damage. Cool. I would love some actual spells in our spell deck. Like, I don't understand. It's spellcasting walls, and we've drawn 1? Yeah, Hungry Flames. Okay. Assault Formation. Each creature we control assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. Then we can tap a green to make a creature with Defender be able to attack as though it didn't have Defender. And then we can tap 3 and give our creatures +0/+1 until end of turn. Alright, more enchantments. Okay, combat. Go to attackers, because I'm only attacking with the Grave Bramble here. I guess I could attack with the Living Lightning as well, because they only have flyers that are really going to be attacking, and they get blocked out with the 1/3 pretty profitably. That's fine. 1 attacker for 6. Target, exile the creature, then return it under its owner's control. If it's a spirit, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Okay, so it's going to come back with a counter. It's a 5/3, and when it enters, it bounces our Grave Bramble, and then taps something else. Jesus. Their decks feel like they have such synergies, and ours, like you said, does not feel that way at all.
No.
Alright, so they're going to tap that one, which resolves. and then bounce that one, which happens. There's nothing I can do about that either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I guess we just play nothing and end our turn. Because I want to keep the 3 up for the Gargoyle Sentinel so that we can block any of these flyers right now. Pass to attackers. Wow. Okay. If they have a Flash Spirit, we're kind of screwed, but otherwise I'm going to make this a flyer and block their roaming Ghostlight at least. Just feels bad, but that's fine. We'll do it. Pass to blockers. Oh, that's 3 mana for plussing the toughness. That's fine. Okay. Let's see what they've got. They've, of course, got something. Jesus. Okay.
Well.
Okay. Our turn. Hey, look. Shock. Actually, that's great with double vision.
Oh, good.
Because we can kill the roaming Ghostlight. Shock it. Double it. Shock it. Kill the roaming Ghostlight. Awesome. Play the Grave Bramble. And then I guess put the Chariot on Living Lightning. And then attack for 4. Okay. They're at 11, we're at 7. The issue is if they... Okay. They do not. If they had drawn a Spirit, they would have been able to tap our Wall of Vines. Yeah, they don't even attack now. Okay. Guess we move this over here now, so that we can go to combat. Go to attackers. Attack for 8. The 1/3... Oh, the 1/3 blocked the 6/6. Okay. Sounds good. Alright. Do we move it back again? I don't think we need to. No, we don't need to. Because the assault... So, assault formation would be able to help us here, because it would make this a... Wow, they just conceded? We were so far behind that game. And they just, like, rage conceded at 9. Okay.
Well, we won, I guess.
We sure did.
Let's weird ass deck.
Yeah, let's see what our reward is. Goblin.
Oh, he's
Jesus.
so cool.
He's a goblin. Goblin Goon, 3 and a red for a 6/6 Goblin Mutant. So it's a 4-mana 6/6. Goblin Goon can't attack unless you control more creatures than defending player, and it can't block unless you control more creatures than attacking player. So this is like...
Seems like a bad card.
It seems like the epitome of win more. Like, okay, whatever. It's very weird.
Whoa, it's pouring outside, but it's super sunny.
Oh yeah, look at that. All right, let's try again. This will probably be the last game in this particular video, and then win or lose, we'll kind of do a wrap up and see if we want to keep playing or if we're kind of done.
Yeah. Okay.
Julson _
this avatar.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Okay, 2 land with a 2-drop that lets us draw a card, a 2-drop, a 3-drop, 5 and 3. Keep or free mulligan?
The mulligan's free.
Correct. The first mulligan is free.
But we do have a lot of 2-drops with our 2 lands.
We have 2 2-drops,
okay.
2 3s, but this 2-drop lets us draw a card, and this 3-drop lets us draw a card.
I think we keep a hand like that.
I think so too. And it's both colors, which is obviously
yeah.
very nice. Okay. They are red with a Lightning Core Excavator.
That's a cool card.
1 mana 0/3, tap 5, tap it, sack it, deal 3 damage to any target. Okay.
I just love the art on that.
Yeah.
I always loved, like, the
Ooh, we drew a
Robot
land.
Man.
And it's a very good one. Although, it enters tapped, but we still have a 2-mana card to play anyway. So that's good. A 4/3 that doesn't untap during their untap step, but they can tap 1, sack another creature, and untap it, and only activate this ability during their turn. Hey, look, we drew Howl's Moving Castle.
I love him.
All right, let's choose red as the second color. We play Assault Formation, and now we have a 4/4, essentially. because our creatures deal combat damage equal to their toughness. Wow, look at that island.
Wow.
So cool.
Okay.
And that mountain.
I don't know about that.
I like it.
I think our mountains are cool.
Well, so these are our spell-casting mountains, and these are the wall forests.
Ah.
So they opted.
So what kind of mountains are those?
Goblin?
Wall mountains?
Goblin mountains, I think.
Oh.
Barrage of Expendables. 1 red mana, and then to play it, and then 1 red, sack a creature, and it deals 1 damage to any target.
I love him.
It's a 4th land.
He's so cute. But he's apparently expendable. I don't think he's expendable. I love him.
Alright, let's play this Living Lightning. We don't have any instants or sorceries yet, but we do have one here, I guess. And we have the Caryatid for later. It's a 2/5, which means it deals damage as if it were a 5/5.
Ah!
Thanks to Assault Formation. Very good. Cards like this are known as butt-fighting cards. They steal our 0/4 until end of turn, and then they can sack it to do other things.
Butt fighting?
Because the butt, the toughness, deals damage.
Oh.
Okay, so they sacked our creature with collateral damage to kill our other creature.
Yes.
So they wiped our entire board.
Okay.
Yeah. It's great. Okay, let's play a 2/5 that lets us draw a card. We drew Thermo Alchemist. What a good card. Pass. It's an 0/3 defender for 2. We can tap it to deal 1 damage to each opponent, and then whenever we cast an instant or a sorcery, we untap it. Very, very good card. For us especially, but in general as well.
It's like Bane, kind of, or like Mr. Freeze. He's got like tanks and tubes all stuck to him.
Yeah. Alright, they steal our creature, and then they use Barrage of Expendables to, or the Chained Brute, I guess, to sack it and untap their creature. Okay, cool. I guess that's their MO. Steal our stuff and sack it and slowly attrition us. Alright. 5 mana. So Thermo Alchemist, I guess. Plus Overgrown Battlement. So that next turn we have Raving Keep.
Yeah.
Pass. Because we tap this, and it can add 1 green for each creature with defender we control, and we have 2 plus 5 is 7. As long as it's their turn, this is a 3/2 with first strike, and whenever any other creature dies, it deals 1 damage to us.
That guy's cute.
He's kind of cute. Alright. That's the end of their turn. They have 1 card in hand, so that's good. Yeah! Alright. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So actually, what we should do is this. And then we can use Blind Blast to kill their creature. And draw 2 cards. Which seems pretty good.
Yeah.
Blind Blast, targeting the Spiteful Prankster. Oh. It would resolve, so I guess we activate the ability. Deal 1 damage to our opponent. Then it untaps. Blind Blast again on the Prankster.
Okay.
And then... Okay.
We're hearing that cat meow every time.
It's this thing.
Yeah, I know.
Over here. Alright, so...
I guess it's not a cat, but it sounds like a cat. It's annoying.
Yeah. Alright, so next turn we actually would be able to play both of these. Which is great. A Prescient Chimera. Whenever they cast an instant or a sorcery, scry 1, and it's a 3/4 flyer. Okay. Pass to attackers, and then I guess before the end of their turn, we get to Thermo Alchemist them, which is nice. Wait for it. There it is. Boom. They go to 18. It's 18 to 12, which is not great. A Lightning Visionary. Alright, so let's play the Vine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to add 3 mana. So actually, yeah, we get to do both this turn. This. Who is?
The Roving Keep.
Yeah. And we'll play this lightning visionary as well. We'll just empty our hand onto the field. Seems okay. Pass. Okay. They chose red because they drew a land. Pass to attackers. They attack for 3 in the air, which we can't currently stop, but that's just fine. This thing, even if we draw a land, we'll have a... Oh, actually, it wouldn't matter because of assault formation. It's just going to be a 7/7 without us tapping 7. So there's that. Hey, we drew a land. Let's use this and give our roving keep the ability to attack. In fact, should we give everything the ability to attack? We just have a ton of mana, right? So our O4 can attack. Our Portcullis Vine can attack. Play the land.
But it can attack for what? Because it doesn't have a power.
But each creature we control assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power.
Okay.
Yep. So we'll do that and go to combat. And I guess pump our toughness on everybody at once. Yeah, that's really good. And then go to attackers. And just so that we don't lose, I'm going to leave back the Lightning Visionary. So that'd be a pretty good blocker. Sure. Block to 8, even because it doesn't have trample. If we wanted it to have trample, we'd have had to tap 7. Okay, so they sack it, deal 3 damage to us. We left back 1 blocker. So if they draw a card that like steals one of our guys, we could lose. Yeah, we would lose. They need to not draw a like threaten effect. They did not because they didn't use it immediately. So they hit us for 3 in the air. They're at 4. We go to 3. They can sack... Okay, I was going to say, if that was a creature, they could still win. We drew a land, so let's do this nonsense again. Over here. They can see that. Okay. Because all their creatures were tapped. All we had to do was attack with anything, and they were dead. So.
That's a really good card.
Assault formation, yeah.
Most of our other cards just aren't. But that card is the reason why we're able to do things.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, the double vision card is good. There just weirdly are not a lot of instants and sorceries for us to use with it.
Yeah, and it costs a lot. Like, it takes a while to get out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, whereas assault formation's 2, and our walls are like 0-3s for 1, so then they're 3-3s, which is really nice.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what our other rare is. It's an Elvish Archdruid, so 1 green for a 2/2 Elf Druid. Other elves we control get +1/+1, and then we can tap it to add a green for each elf we control. So it's for an elf deck.
What a boss this dude is. Look at him.
It's pretty great. All right, Amy. So, I mean, that's our 2 wins, right? As I said, based on the nature of this event, there are no more rewards to this. Now, if we really loved this deck and we really wanted to keep playing it, we could. We could just click this play button and keep playing it as much as we wanted. As you pointed out, and I tend to agree with you, I didn't love this deck.
No.
I'd like to think the choices that we were given in packets were very bad.
Yeah.
Just at least in terms of our interests as players. Mm-hmm. 2 blue and a red, and the red being spellcasting that very much didn't show up, I feel like, in the games that we played, was super underwhelming. And then if we wanted to play green, we had to choose walls, which... when it worked, actually worked really nicely, but is definitely not the type of green deck that you prefer to play.
Right.
So, yeah, it
takes a lot to make a bunch of defender cards aggressive, which is why that 1 card was good.
Assault formation, yeah.
Because it made our defenders aggressive.
Correct.
Which is what we needed because the spellcasting half of our deck wasn't existent.
Correct.
So, yeah, I would definitely resign and attempt to make another deck.
Okay. Is that something that you want to do? Do you want to see this thing's potential? Like, give it a second chance?
Yeah,
and then...
I think we try a second time, and then we see how we feel. If it seems like it's just, you know, the randomness of the choices or whatever just makes it bad,
okay,
then we don't do it again. But
okay.
if it seems like there's some potential there, then we could keep going.
Sure. Well, you heard her, folks. That means that presumably next week we will be back with another one of these runs through Jumpstart. Just because, you know, let's see if it was a fluke. Let's give it the benefit of the doubt for a second chance. See, maybe if we get goblins for Amy over here, or really any of the like tribes besides walls, which wasn't really a tribe, but they're like, you know, cards that care about you having goblins or unicorns or things like that. And I just think that it's weird. It doesn't. Does it say you will get to select 2 different half decks from a variety of themes? It doesn't specify at all that it's random, that it's like limited in the ones that you choose. It doesn't say that anywhere here, unless I'm missing it. And if I am, please let me know in the comments, because I don't see it. I didn't realize when we went in that we were only going to have those couple to choose from. I thought it was like, hey, here's all the Jumpstart options, pick them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and why can't they do that? What's the problem with that? I guess
it's the kind of thing where they have one of each of the categories. And then if other people are playing Jumpstart at the time and they pick one, it's gone.
Well, no, that there would be way too many people playing. It would remove all the options very, very quickly. Yeah. I guess the fear is that somebody would quote unquote break the format and like figure out the most optimal combination of decks and then just go in, pick those 2 and just crush everyone.
Yeah,
and then
and the point of this is like for people who are beginners or people who like don't know how to build effective decks. Because it's already built for you.
Yeah. And it's Jumpstart. It's exactly what it says. You're able to jump in and start playing. So
I can absolutely see why they would want to deter something like that from happening.
Right. And that's why, like, for somebody like me who's like, why can't I just choose whatever the hell I want? Yeah. Like, you know, like, and I get it. Like I said, I can see a world where it's like, well, the best 2 colors, the best 2 combinations are walls and whatever, you know, like put those 2 things together, you win every game, no question. And then every game that you play in this is just you getting spiked over and over and over again by that same deck, which makes it in no way fun. Yeah. So, all right. So then that is, as I said, going to be the end. We will be back next week with at least one more, and we'll see if, you know, we start getting rolling on this, then maybe we'll keep going after that.
Yeah.
But for now, from us here at the Geek for All family of channels, I have been Joe.
And I'm Amy.
Please don't forget you can always do all that fun YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, share the videos. We would really appreciate it, checking out our other channels and series. All that stuff helps us out immensely. And thank you all in advance for any and all of that you are willing to do. And as we always say, in whichever video of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.